It's Eddie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a good one, girl. So I am testing out the Natasha Denona palette. I had a palette that came broken. We're going to talk about that. I have a foundation, a very luxurious foundation that I tested out for you guys. I tested out a drugstore mascara and a luxury brand mascara. We're going to talk about that. I'm trying some Pat McGrath lipsticks and glosses, and I'm also testing out a couple of Wonder 2 lipsticks that were gifted to me. So let's just get into the video. If you are new here, I would love to have you join us here. I share makeup, skincare, sometimes fashion for us mature ladies. If that's something that interests you, please consider clicking that button below, hitting the subscribe button. It's free, and then you won't miss out on any of my future content. Make sure you click that notification bell because fingers crossed, YouTube will notify you. Okay, let's start with my eye palette. Let's talk about the one that didn't come broken first. So I ordered 2 palettes from, I know you're going to be shocked, I ordered 2 from Sephora because they were the only, not the only place I could order it from, but that's just where I ordered it from. And I feel like I got a discount on both of these when I ordered them. And I believe that's why I did it. So one of them was the Natasha Denona palette. You guys, I've heard so much about Natasha Denona palette, so I wanted to get it. So this one is called the Glam palette. This is my very first Natasha Denona palette. If you have this palette, and if you have other ones, leave your thoughts below in the comments. I'm interested to know what you think. So I was interested in this palette, the Glam palette, because I really like the colors. Somebody left me a comment on my Instagram and said, this palette is boring AF. And I guess I'm boring as AF because I like it. I like these kind of colors. I know they're not for everybody, but I have not bought a neutral palette in a while. I feel like the last time I bought was the one from Fit Glow Beauty, that one that had like 4 or 5 shadows. That I believe is the last one because like the Urban Decay one I bought had a lot of colors in it. I mean, I've been buying palettes that have a lot of different colors. I haven't been going for all the neutrals. I've kind of taken a break from it. I still love my neutrals. But when I saw this, I thought this would be a really, really pretty one to get. So I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but I have been playing with this. I have been playing with this quite a bit, and you'll see me do a little mini quick little tutorial on my eye look today. So we're going to talk about it. So I think the shadows are I think the colors are gorgeous. I love them. I think they are blendable, pigmented. I haven't noticed a lot of fallout from them. And I think it's a pretty palette. Here's the thing. I've heard so much about her palettes. I just wasn't blown away with it. I mean, I think it's nice. I'm not saying I regret buying it. I'm not saying don't buy it. And I would recommend it, but I'm not saying, oh my gosh, you guys, these shadows are so amazing. I'm not feeling it. I don't know if it's because I've heard so much hype over the years about her palettes. I don't know if this isn't one of her better palettes. I'm just going to straight out tell you that, and I get nothing from the palettes I'm about to tell you. But I purchased 2 Sydney Grace palettes, which I make no commission on. I make 0 zip zilch, okay? But I really like her formula. I really, really do. Her shadows are freaking amazing. Probably gonna be up there with my, like, all the way up there with the best palettes I've tried in a while. I'm just being real with you guys. I think this is beautiful, but if I could only have one, like the Sydney Grace Enduring Love palette, I would take that. I'm just being real with you. I really would, and I believe they were the same price point too, because I think this is the same price as that. So, I mean, beautiful, beautiful. The other thing is, now if you were someone that was interested in the Chanel, do you remember Chanel had that cruise collection? It was the La Beige's colors, couple What was it? Was it 20? I think it was 20. Was it 2019 or was it 2018? I don't remember, girl. But do you remember the one that I absolutely love? Okay. I feel like this. Oh God, I just made a dent in my shadow. Oh God. Okay. So I feel like this is a dupe for this, although obviously it's in a much smaller version, and they're probably the same price point, but you're getting more shadows in this. But you know, it's Chanel, okay? But I still really love this palette, and in my personal opinion, I feel like the quality is the same. Again, I think it's a beautiful palette. I would recommend it, but I'm not blown away by it. So I decided to bite the bullet and get a Pat McGrath palette. Now, normally our palettes are $125, and I just have not been able to bring myself to do it. Celestial Divinity palette, okay? So I got this at Sephora. This is how it arrived. Do you see that? Oh God, I have to be careful because it's just falling everywhere. It's just shattered. So many shadows. It's not just one. I don't order much from Sephora anymore because this is the crap that happens to me. This has happened to me before time and time again with Sephora, where I've ordered something and then I will get it and it's damaged, and sometimes I will reorder it and I will get it damaged again. So fingers crossed. This is why I don't shop at Sephora very often. It happens. This happened to me before with palettes. And somebody in my Instagram said, when you order online, you expect it. No, girl, I don't expect it because I order, most of my makeup is ordered online, and this does not happen. I put it out there. I tagged Pat McGrath. Okay, I tagged her and I tagged Sephora. Pat McGrath reached out to me, which I thought says volumes of her. Sephora did too, because I tagged them on Twitter and they got back and they're sending me another palette. But Pat McGrath on Instagram got back to me and said, what can we do? How can we help you? Which I thought spoke volumes to me, because she did not have to do it. How many companies do that? How many people, if you have something damaged, are going to personally reach out to you and ask you? Now, she didn't send me anything because I told her, you know, I was really excited to get this palette. I was so discouraged when Sephora sent me it like this, blah, blah, blah. I just told her the whole story. She didn't really respond after that, but I still am impressed that she responded at all, because most people don't. While we're talking about Pat McGrath, I ordered some mini lipsticks as well. I ordered a mini lipstick set and I ordered a mini gloss set. I have to get all my stuff here. And you're going to see me try them on. So the lipsticks, I've been wearing one of them. One of them I've been wearing. And if I remember, I will, well, let's go through them. So one of them that I'm trying in the video is called Soft Core. That's the one I've been wearing a lot. It's really, really a pretty pinky nude color. Wears really, really well on my lips. Doesn't feel drying at all. Love it. Love it. The other lipstick that I'm trying in the video is the color Executive Realness. So this one's a little bit deeper. You'll see it in the video. Again, really pretty. I haven't worn this color. The one that I've been wearing is the first one. I love the little, I just love the pink and the little graphics. These are really cute. And then the other color that I am wearing in the video is Elson 2. So this one's a red, girl. Now, when you see me in the video, I'm kind of making some I don't like it. All of these colors on all of the lipsticks I'm going to share today and the glosses, I think the colors are gorgeous, but on me, I don't like all of them on me. So I'm just kind of expressing my thoughts on myself in the video. So the other thing that I tried are her glosses. Again, I like the little, the detail on here. I love that. And I just got, you know, I got a mini set of 3 here. So this one here, this is like a corally orangey color. This one's really pretty. I don't know that I like it on me, and it's called Lunar Bronze. I'm not sure if, I don't know how I feel about it. The one thing I don't like about these little sets is I almost feel like the little doe foot thing is too big for this, because when you put it at the bottom, it's getting bent. They're all like that. So I'm assuming that's not how they are in the bigger ones. They smell, oh my gosh, this smells like caramel. Like I just want to eat it. It smells so good. Pretty color. I'm not sure how I feel about it on me. The other color, this one I didn't like, is the color Flesh 6. And again, you'll see that in the video. This doe foot doesn't look as bad. You can see that one doesn't look as bad. And then this one, I'm actually wearing this over a lipstick that we're going to talk about. And this one is in the color Pale Fire Nectar, which I really like. This is a pretty one that I feel like you can wear as a topper on over a lot of lipsticks. Really a pretty, pretty color. And you'll see me in the video do all these. And Wonder 2 sent me lipsticks to try as well. And I thought these were matte lipsticks. Let me see a box on one of these. They're must-have matte comfort wear lipsticks with hyaluronic acid is what they are. And so let's go through the colors. So one of the colors is called must have matte. It's called Crush for Coral. I think that's the one that I'm actually wearing today. So I'm wearing this color and I'm wearing this gloss on top of it. I just think it's a really pretty color. What do you think? You tell me. I think it's pretty. This is how I feel about reds for me. There are some reds that I can wear if they're kind of bright, but the really deep dark ones, I don't think I can wear really like deeper reds because I just feel like it makes my lips look smaller. I really like the formula on this. Now, I know I put a gloss over a matte. You're like, why would you do that? Now, normally I wouldn't do that. And I've tested, not this one, but I'll talk about the one that I've been testing. Under my mask, it worked okay. It wasn't too bad. But when I do wear it under mask, I don't wear gloss with it. But when I do wear it on its own with no gloss, it's not like a true matte. It's not really glossy, but it's definitely not a true matte. I would say it's more like maybe a satin lipstick. Yes, this is the one that I've been wearing the most. And this one is called Kneaded Nude. I like nude colors still. I know they're boring for some people, but if I have a day where I don't, I wear a really light makeup look, I don't want to wear a lipstick like this. I just want to be neutral or a no makeup look, or especially under my mask where I'm worried about it coming off, I like to wear nude. Another thing you'll see it in the video too, and I probably have already shared it, is I like the magnetic. Better Burgundy. So really, really pretty. Just not all of these look nice on me personally, but they're really pretty. And this one is Gimme Red. So that's a little bit of a deeper red, but really, really pretty. But you see me wearing all of those. So let me know your thoughts with what you think about me wearing those. From Tom Ford, it's called the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. So you're probably wondering, why are you using a matte foundation? You don't really like a matte look. That is true. I don't like a matte look. When you have if you have oily skin or oily dry combination skin, it doesn't matter if it says matte or not, girl. Your skin is not going to be matte. This one, I do like this. The bottle is really nice. I like how the pump just, you just kind of twist it. I like that. I applied it using my sponge. You will see me do it, and you're going to see a close-up of my skin. I had to use 2 applications. Like I said, I've been using this for not a while. I've been testing this out the last 3 days, okay? I don't think it does anything special for my skin. I don't look at my skin and go, oh my gosh, I think your skin looks amazing. Actually, I don't like the way my makeup looks today, to be honest with you. I don't. I feel like it looks a little bit shiny on me. It has a slight fragrance, which I don't like, but it's not terrible fragrance. I just don't think there's anything magical for the price tag. This, I don't know what the hype is for me. So, I mean, if you like it, I think that's great. Keep using it. I just don't think it's worth the money. Let's talk about mascaras. I decided to try a new Chanel one because this one got top rated on Nordstrom at least. And it is the Chanel Le Volume. It's the Le Volume from Chanel. And then I got a drugstore mascara. I know you probably just shit your pants. I got the L'Oreal Waterproof Telescopic Mascara because this has been, people have been raving about this one. So you're going to see me apply the Chanel on this eye and then the telescopic on this, and then you'll see what happens. The Chanel. It's just very, okay, here's the thing. My lashes are very, very thin. They're very, very thin. So I need a mascara that's going to thicken them and lengthen them. But I need one that's not going to transfer on me either. That's not going to transfer, that's not going to flake. This one, I did like several coats of it, the Chanel, and it's like, where are you? Like, where are you? Number one. Number two, and most importantly, when I was applying this, my lashes were going, ooh, they start to fall. My lashes are little bitches, okay? They are. And they do not stay up. So this is a fail for me. Let's talk about the drugstore. So again, this is from L'Oreal, this telescopic. I got the waterproof. I almost got the regular, but decided to get this instead. So maybe I'll try the other, but here's the thing. Really like the formula because my lashes did not go straight. The applicator. This is how I feel about it. I like that it really combs through your lashes because even if you keep applying the mascara, it doesn't get too clumpy. That I appreciate. But it's already starting to bend, like really bend. And I hope that it doesn't break off. It's very, very, the wand is just so tiny and flimsy. So you have to be careful with this. You can't be pissed off in a pissy mood putting this in because you're going to break it. But this is the second day wearing it. No transfer, no flaking with this. And this did not make my lashes go straight. So for drugstore, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Again, I know you probably grabbed your pants. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you tried any of these, let me know your thoughts below, what you think, your experience, because it's helpful to anybody that's trying to decide whether they want to try something, not try something. It's helpful. We all help each other. You can, if you enjoyed this, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on all the socials, and I will catch you guys all in my next video. Bye. I thought I was bleeding on the sides. So, is my hair okay? Like I'm having a crazy hair day. So hopefully I'm not too bright. This is a tricky day because it is cloudy and I'm in a corner. Okay. I'm in a corner, going to corner good. Mom's having a hot flash. Mama's having a hot flash. My new fan, my little Mickey bar. Okay. Hey, it's Annie. Double up. Oh, and Mommy's having another hot flash. Ooh, Lordy.